Alright then guys, so this should be the final video on what you need to do for making your very own Halo Online 0.6 ElDewrito weapon modification. As you can see here, I've completed all of my textures and all of my different arguments that I need to place down into my FFM, and I've already written that out as well. That's why I haven't made the past tutorial until now, because I've been messing with all the shaders to try and get the perfect different colors. So as you can see here are all my raw commands. I'll quickly scroll down so you can see what it is. I'll also quickly launch up assembly. I believe I have the mod installed, and I'll show you what all of these arguments are doing. And also you'll see that I've opened up Boneyard here to copy most of the arguments that I can from the actual Halo Reach sniper. If you can do that with your weapon to copy from another Halo game, it's best to try and copy down the shaders and then try and match it afterwards with some little modifications, if possible. So I'm just typing sniper rifle here. Go to the mode tag and then the first person sniper. Yep, and I've got it installed here. So you'll see here I've got all of my different textures and things here modified, and you see here I've got a halogram shader. Basically, ignore all of this import data here. We're only bothered about this shader properties once again. So as you see here, I just got everything on default because I've got another mesh in front of the actual bit that displays to show. So say if I go into here, you'll see here arguments, base map. We don't need to touch that. What we are bothered about in here is the self-illum map, I believe, is what we need. Yeah, self-illum map. Basically what the self-illum map is that defines, so this is saying that this is going to be 0.6 times or whatever it is, 60% of this, like, whatever. This is like the scale, yeah. This is the scale, so this is going to be like 0.6 of the size, so in other words it's going to be zoomed in, and then this is the location. So this is, you would change these if you wanted to move the offset, you see. So this is the X offset and this is the Y offset, which means it will move it to the side or up and down. So that basically just allows you to make sure that what you're looking at in front of you is actually there, and it's not like slanted or upside down. And if we scroll down to self-illum color, that would be for this, the color of the scope. So as you can see here, I believe I have the dark variant installed, the Halo 2 batch, which I've included. The Halo 2 Anniversary kind of shader style, which will turn the scope to blue and the shaders to more of a black color. Obviously it's not perfect, that's why it's I'm not releasing it obviously as a separate mod. It's just there for those people who want a darker looking sniper with blue shaders. But obviously, as you can see there, argument 4 of arguments, self-illum color, and this is illum, so you see this is this value is red, this value is green, this value is blue, and you leave that magnitude as 1. You can increase these to more than just 1, so say I could put this to 10 and it will be like really bright blue, and it will start to illuminate off your weapon, and I don't believe here anything else is actually what we need. No, okay, we're good in that department there. So once you've made those changes in assembly, you make sure that you want to run assembly as administrator, and if you've got the game open you can poke changes real time to see what it is. And then if we go into here, we should see somewhere, yeah, so here for example is the green scoped one. This is copied from Halo Reach exactly, so this is the exact arguments that you need. So you want to go, you know, arguments 4, because that is arguments index 4 that we were just in, and then arg1, and then the value, and then whatever, you know. So obviously that's how it's all done, and I've also got some import tags here from some tag templates that have been on some other mods. This one's just for transparency support for decals. Just import those into this tag. So I've created a shader tag. I've then named the shader tag to UNSC decal shader. I've then imported the template, so it's taken, so it's the data from this file is now going into my tag. I'm editing the tag, and then I'm setting the image to my image, and the second one to a 1x1 pixel image. And then I'm saving the changes, Xing out, going to the next one, which is create a bitmap. And this will set the bitmap. You know, you've been taught this last time, and then another transparency support tag. And I believe this one might, no, I don't know if this one's a lum. I don't think it is, because the thing's done it. But yeah. So here we go. I've gone into edit the tag of the first person render model. I've set the marker group, so obviously I made that bit one lower on the hand, and then I set the fields of these to the shader names. You want to make sure it's the shader names, remember, because if it's not and you're using the direct tag index, installing it with other mods, you're probably going to have complications if people are installing multiple mods. And then here's the third person. I've also made a different third person world model, because out of this I modified this so I rig the bipod and handle, which in turn has bugged the deploying equipment thing. I can show you that in game what I mean, but I think it's a good trade-off for some better animations. But that also means that you need to unrig this, because say for example if I launch up tag tool now, and then if I go into edit tag 0x203c and I do 203c and I do replace render geometry and I do sniper.day, you'll see that it will give me this error because I've got too many bones rigged. So it's trying to rig meshes on bones that don't exist in the third world render model. So basically all I've done, so the only difference between these two is this one has the handle and bipod rigged, this one doesn't have the handle and bipod rigged. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, I've got all my files here. I'll slowly scroll down my file. Just so you can read and pause where you need to see what I've done. And you see all of these args here that I've set. And once again, I'll say to view what each arg does, you want to go into here. I'm gonna take this one for example, number 5, and then you want to open the template, and then here arguments. All of these arguments correspond to these in here. So index number 9 will set the index number 9 in here, which is frenzel color, which is some lighting effects on your weapon and what color the light reflections are, just a little bit. So that's basically what that does. Obviously you can play around with lots of different shaders. If they crash your game, it's probably because you have too many or too little bitmaps for the shader on that shader that you've used the template for, or it has too little arguments. So you have to keep that in mind. It's best to see what tag or what shader the template you're trying to use is from. You can do this by going into tag tool and say I want to find out what shader this template's in. So I'm going to information, I can go into here and I can go just type out help, see what the command is again. It's tag dependency list on 0x552a, and you'll see here it will list all of these shaders. You see this is a sand shader, and these are my 2 custom shaders that I've made. But as you see here, this is originally based from a sand shader, and the arguments have made it look more rubber-like. So there's lots of different things you can experiment with, because I've like I said, like I've copied the sand shading. I mean, you can see down here there's still the material bit here that says that that's where it's come from, and I've just changed up the bitmaps. I mean, you can even see here sand detail, sand bump, and that just gives the rubber a more like a better looking feel to it. So once you've done that, what you want to do, you feel like you're comfortable with your weapon. Obviously, you want to spend a few days making sure that your weapons all got really nice looking shaders, because you don't want to rush this and release a mod that not many people are going to enjoy because the lighting and the shaders don't look very good. So basically, what you want to do, you want to transfer the tag tool and its DLL files and everything into a folder in here. So you want to go mods, tag mods, create a new folder and stick it in here. And you see here I've got Reach Sniper. You can put more files in, it really doesn't matter. So say I could drag it, so I could do another folder. So like here, for example, Reach Mods, Reach Wep, Reach DMR. And you'll see here that in the batch file, instead of it just going to there, it will tell it to go to the other folders here, you see. So it will tell it to go to there. That's just the way that it's been set up, that one. Here it is. So I believe if I open the FFM or f.fm file or whatever, yeah, you know, you can use any file structure that you wish. That's just down to you. So if I go back to my custom one, because that old reach mods there is Danny's. It's just the arguments were, or the commands were fixed, and I got a fixed file for it from someone. So you'll see here, you can name anything you want. You don't have to name it DDS, it's just easier because pretty much every other mod's like it. So you want to stick all of your textures into DDS. Your logs is where your logs will go. This physics is just part of the tag tool, and the tags is where you want to stick mainly your exported tags and anything else really. You see here I've also got my day files, which are the models themselves. And you'll see here these commands that I've got here. So I've got a batch file, I've got a CMDS file, and I've got an FM file, I've got an INI file. INI file in a nutshell is all of the FM info. So if I open up the mod manager, one second. So if I open up the mod manager here, it will load all of the mods that I've got, and this INI file will make it recognizable. So if I click on this, you'll see here, name, Halo Reach Sniper, or, hang on, that's the wrong one. Here, sorry. So you'll see here, Halo Reach Sniper Rifle, Halo Reach Sniper Rifle, and then you got all of your descriptions here and stuff. And you'll see here, image thumb, image full. The image thumb is this small one, and the image full is where it links to. So as you see here, I just made a little graphic to show what's possible, and you'll see all of the metallic looking shaders here that I set up, which makes the weapon look a lot better. So if you head back into Notepad, that's pretty much it. You can put an icon there if you want. The icon will look something like this in the bottom corner, you see here. There's a little icon down there. You can use one if you want. Sometimes it's just I couldn't be asked to make one for this one. I didn't feel like it was necessary. So now you've got your INI file set up. You want to have it the same name, by the way, as pretty much everything else. So you see here, Reach Sniper, and everything in here is called Reach Sniper and stuff like that. And so the FM file, this is what the FMM mod manager will run. So basically what this is doing, it's telling it to echo the output to the log file in here to installing Halo Reach Sniper. It will find where the mod is installed in tag mods. So CD mods, tag mods, Reach Sniper. So basically, as you see, FMM is installed here in Halo Online. It will look through the mods folder, the tag mods folder, Reach Sniper, and it will find all of the files that it needs here. So say for example the Danny's Reach stuff, that would continue on. So Reach mods, Reach Wep, like instead of Reach Sniper, there'd be extra files in there. And then type reach commands. This tells the tag tool to write to the file. This file basically. You just want to copy this down from probably another mod that you've downloaded from FMM. It'll probably be easier. But basically, what it's saying is you want to run the commands from reachsniper.cmds from the tagtool.exe program to this file. And then once that's done and it's exit out of there, it will echo the output installed here. So then the next stage is we go into the CMDS file, and as you can see in the CMDS file, it's pretty much the same thing. You just want to echo, echo doing that. You paste in all of your commands from before, and then you dump log and exit again. But there's one critical thing that I must say. So we've changed all of our file structure. See, I changed it from thingy to DDS and tags and things. So if we scroll down here, you'll see here tags / instead of reach sniper / or whatever. And you'll also see here that I've exported the tag from the fixed version of like your local installed, and then I'm doing everything else. You just want to pretty much export your tag, extract your tag, and then you're done. So say once you've fully done your mod, so say if you've replaced a sniper rifle like I have, just go extract tag, and then 0x1f8d, yeah, and then you just go the file name doesn't have to be .rendermodel. The file name can be anything you want. It saves data in the exact same way. It's just you must keep it the same in here. And because this is the first person one, I can just name it sniper, whatever, sniper. And you'll see here it's written that. So if I just head back into here, sniper, you'll just see a sniper file here. That's all it is. It's just sniper file, because I haven't put a dot at the end of it. And then as you see, and then as you probably saw here, I put that in the tags folder, sniper render model, which is right here, tags / sniper render model. Import the tag into there, edit tag, replace render geometry, set the rest of the fields, which is all of my shaders and things, into the right place. And then I've also done another one for the third person, edit, import, replace, set fields, save, exit. It's exactly the same, you just need to replace a few fields. Sometimes you may run into a bit of an issue with installing a mod, but obviously that's why we dump the log, so you can troubleshoot your issue. Okay, nice, and my sniper's just been merged to FFM while recording this vid. So you can actually now go and download the Reach Sniper mod for yourself and get all of these files here in Reach Sniper tags, so you can see how I've done this exactly. So that's pretty much it for this. So also, if we head out to here, you'll see here that I've got a batch file. The batch file is for people that want to install your mod, but don't have FMM for whatever reason. They don't want to install it because they don't feel like it's safe or whatever. You can tell them, well, you can still install this, just run this batch file, and it'll do that. Or what I've done here as well is I've included a batch file to run another set of commands, which will turn the modifier to dark. So all it takes for someone to install the mod to dark is to just run this command line. So say here, I just fresh install here, because as you see here, I've set up to uninstall the dark modifier. You must reinstall the whole mod via FMM. And basically all this does is basically it just creates another set of tags with different names, and changes the shaders to be a more of a dark color, and you see here it sets the arguments to be more blue on the hologram and things. I haven't set all of the materials, I haven't replaced the render geometry, I haven't done anything, I've only replaced what's... So that's why you have to install the whole mod to install the dark version. But so say we just go on to FMM mods now. You should see here commits. Yep. So you see there, and it actually should be available on downloadable mods here. Refresh. Halo Reach Sniper Rifle. See, it's there. All of the INI files there. You click on it, open the thing, and obviously that's how you download your mods ticket. Downloads, check mods. Oh fuck, I fucked up the repository. Whoops. Oh well. So yeah. That's pretty much it. So you see there it's installed. Let's launch up the game. Run that as administrator through Steam. Oh yeah, it looks like it crashed on launch again. You see here we got no dirty disk, host forge. Let's head into Valhalla. It's got really good lighting on there. Start forge, and let's have a look at the sniper that I've set up. Yeah, the reason why this tutorial is taking forever is because obviously going through all of those shaders takes a lot of trial and error and poking through assembly. So you see here we got our sniper in a light version. Pick it up. You see that it's a bit, you know, all of the rubbers are darker and the metallic looking metal due to how the way that the shaders are set up. And you'll see there that the screen as well has pretty much been lined up as best as I could. You see the reticule there. So yeah, there's the base one. We just exit out of here, and then we go to back into Reach Sniper. We literally just run this batch file, let it do its thing. It will run the whole mod. You know, make sure to tell people, you know, if you want to uninstall this, you have to reinstall the thing. Press any key to continue. We go back in game. Host Forge. Go back onto Valhalla. And we'll make sure that our changes have been made. Just go over here, grab the sniper, and you'll see here that it's already a little bit darker, but where it shows the most is in the first person model. Whereas you can see the metal is more black and the reticule is blue, kind of like Halo 2 Anniversary. So yeah, that's pretty much how you can make your own modification for Halo Online, and obviously just take a look at those shaders. So I hope everyone's learned something today. These past few days on how to get your own model into Halo Online. And also, one thing if you want to test your third world model is to do that. Run camera mode.static, and if you need to know all the things, is just type in A or any other invalid syntax, so that it will show you what one's default, all of that stuff. And as you can see here, I've lined up the third world model with my hands. And pretty much everything else. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything that you need to know. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you're lost on anything. If your complication isn't too hard, I wouldn't mind helping out. So yeah, in fact, let me show you the bug with the equipment. So if I pick up this power joint here, just look at the handle and the bipod at the end of the weapon when I throw the equipment. You see it like, yeah, it's pretty bugged. There you go. That's just part of the game's animation. I'm pretty sure it's even like that on some of the other games, like retail games as well, on MCC. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, peace out, dudes.